bear in Australia, hot or cold, it doesn't really care. And the best news, well, look at the size of it. It barely grows 1 metre tall.
It looks like I just got these little guys from the local toy shop, but there's nowhere to put the batteries. These are actually 8-week-old Maltese puppies, and they're Maltese, not Maltese Terriers like some people mistakenly call them. They have the reputation of being the dog that should just lie on the bed and look glamorous, but Maltesers, they like to have a ball.
How do you find the Maltese to live with? Delightful, really delightful. They're a very versatile little animal. I tell people that ring me that they will play with the children all day. Or if they happen to be owned by a pensioner, they'll sit on that pensioner's lap all day in front of television. They're one of the most adaptable little dogs that I know.
Looking at the road test today, there seems to be more women here than men.
I tend to think it's more of a ladies type of a dog. It's more orientated to women actually showing them. We don't have very many men that actually show the breed in Australia, but we can have a lot of fun. I've got a few dogs at home that, you know, you can play as rough with them as say, a big dog, a Doberman or a Rottie or something like that. And you can have a lot of fun with the Maltese. They're just as active as a big dog.
If you own a Maltese, you're probably going to have to pick out the leaves. Just look at this walking compost heap. Though their name's Maltese, they didn't actually originate in Malta. And the name Zamet is Maltese, but my hubby doesn't come from Malta either.
Well, that's true, actually. My mother's Italian, my father's got a Maltese name. I was born in Alexander, that's the one in Egypt, not the one near Redfern, so I've got a real mixed up pedigree. Not so with the Maltese. They get a few problems. The back end, they have a disease called Legg-Perthes disease. It's a disease in the hip where the ball part of the hip, because the hip's a ball and socket joint, the ball part actually crumbles up inside and needs surgery. The other problem is their knees. Their kneecap can go in and out of joints and again needs surgical correction. But the main reason we see them in veterinary science is the coat. People that neglect them end up with a dog that's totally matted to the skin. The only way to fix that is to anaesthetise the poor animal and then clip it right off. The upside of the breed, of course, give them just a little bit of time and they'll give you a hell of a lot of love and affection back. They're very, very loyal breeds, and believe it or not, can make quite a good little watchdog.
Come on, it's lovely.
Of all the dogs that we've had, I'd say this little guy has as much personality as all of them put together. I think you have to make a decision before you buy a malt that either you're going to have to brush the coat every day or have it clipped. And I tried both for 12 months. I tried to brush his coat and it just became too much because when you're working and you're busy, we decided to have it clipped. And having it clipped and short, it's very easy to look after.
When you're grooming, you'd be checking nails and the ears. You'd trim up the feet, take off any sort of stray ends. And with pets, I'd keep scissoring them out under the arms, under the front legs.
What's the best way to look after the ears?
To keep them dry. When bathing, you could put cotton wool in them to keep the ears dry. If you keep them dry, then you keep the infections and the fungal type growths down. And you keep the hair out of the ears.
Are they fussy eaters?
They tend to be. I think it's, once again, how you bring them up. If you bring them up the right way, at home we just put our food down and it's gone within about 5 to 10 minutes and we don't actually have a problem with that. And it's probably, once again, with a few different changes in food, helps the Maltese. I think they would get sick of the same food every night of the week.